above 0. If it decreases at the rate of 12 degrees centigrade per hour until midnight, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees centigrade below 0? What would be the temperature at midnight? We have two questions here. One is, what time would the temperature be 8 degrees centigrade below 0? Okay, 8 degree below 0 in the sense minus 8 degree. What would be the temperature? I should find the time. Here I should find the temperature. Both are two different questions. Let us begin with second part of the question. What would be the temperature at midnight? The temperature at 12 noon is plus degree. Why I have given plus 10 degree? See here in the question, it was 10 degree centigrade above 0. 10 degree centigrade above 0. So, I will consider that temperature as plus 10 degree centigrade. Now, the temperature keeps on decreasing every hour. How much temperature it is decreasing after every hour? Minus 2. It means 2 degree temperature is reducing. As it is a decrease, I have given the negative symbol. Now, how many hours is there between 12 afternoon and 12 midnight night? From 12 to 12, we have 12 hours. That's what I have written there. Now, for 12 hours, how much temperature change will be there? For 1 hour, minus 2. For 12 hours, 12 into minus 2. So, we got minus 24. Present temperature at noon is plus 10. After 12 hours, it will reach to minus 24. So, how much change is there in that temperature? I should add these two. Temperature at midnight will be plus 10 and minus 24. In the beginning, it was plus 10. And in course 12, for the 12 hours, it has changed minus 24 temperature. So, if I add these two, we get minus 14 degrees centigrade. Degree and unit is very important. Without that, you may miss marks. So, be sure enough to write the units wherever and whenever it is necessary. Okay, my dear children. Now, shall we go in for the first part of the question? Here we found out the temperature. Temperature at midnight. In the next question, they have given us the temperature as minus 8. And I have to find at what time it reaches minus 8. Do you understand the difference between these two questions? Here we found the temperature. In next question, we are going to find the time. Okay. Now, our target is to reach minus 8 degrees centigrade. What is the difference between the initial temperature and that minus 8? 10 is somewhere above and minus 8 is somewhere below 0. And to find the difference between these two, I should subtract these two integers. Always subtraction is done from bigger to the smaller. Plus 10 minus of minus 8. So, I get plus 18 degrees centigrade. This is the amount of temperature between 10 and minus 8. So, for each and every hour, how much temperature is reducing? 2 degree temperature is reducing. Okay. To reduce 18 degree temperature, how many 2 parts I can split? It means I have to divide. So, number of hours required to reduce this plus 18 is 18 divided by 2. I get 9 hours to reduce this 18 degrees centigrade. Okay, how many hours do I need? 9 hours. Now, what is the starting time? 12 noon, 12 afternoon. From 12 afternoon, after 12 afternoon, if I calculate 9 hours, after 12, what time will I get? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, by 9 o'clock, the temperature will be minus 8 degrees centigrade. Hope the answer is clear for you, my dear children. Shall we go in for the next question? Now, write neatly in your note. See, all the equal to signs comes under the same line. Okay? Unit is very important. Degree symbol, centigrade symbols are very much important. Whenever the statement starts with temperature, it should be degree centigrade. If it number of hours, it should be a positive number. Here children, you may say me, ma'am, there you considered -2. But why you didn't have -2 here? Your doubt is very authentic, clear doubt. I didn't use -2 because here I am finding number of hours. Will we say anytime we have -2 hours to start our exam? No, we will not use a negative quantity to state the number of, to state the quantity. Okay, so I have used positive +2 here. Okay, shall we go in for the next question, my dear children? Hope you have taken down the answer neat and correct in your classwork note. Draw lines after each and every question. Okay. The next question for you here is, in a class test, again class test. Okay, in previous class also we did few problems. There we dealt with the operation addition, subtraction and multiplication. Here we will deal with division also. Okay, because this exercise deals with division operation. In a class test, +3 marks are given for every correct answer and -2 marks are given for every incorrect answer and no marks for not attempting any question. And here there is one student with the name Mohini. She scored -5 marks. In this test, she got a negative mark. It means she wrote many answers wrong. Among that, she has got 7 correct answers. What is mark allotted for correct answer? +3. Okay, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? In previous class we learned how to find the total score. Now we are going in to find how many answers she scored, how many questions she wrote wrongly. They have given us the final score. Total score is -5. Okay, shall we go into the answers now? Okay, the first statement here is marks scored by Mohini. Her total score is -5. What is her total score? -5. How many correct answers she wrote? 7. Each answer carries +3 marks. So totally how many marks did she get from the right answer? 21 marks she got. But even then her score is -5 only. Why? She wrote many answers wrong. Let's find how many answers she wrote wrong. To find the marks of incorrect answer from the total, what is the total score she got? -5. I have to subtract the marks she scored for correct answer. So I have written -5 minus of +21. So the answer is -26. So for 26 marks, she wrote wrong answers. Each wrong answer will carry how many marks? 2 marks, -2. So how many answers she wrote wrongly? Very good. I have to divide. -26 divided by -2. So the answer is 13. She wrote 13 answers wrong. She wrote 7 answers right. You can recheck your answer by doing in reverse order also. Okay. Then you will get the answer as -5. See here. 21 -26. This is for right answer. This is for wrong answer. I get answer as -5. This is how you should check your answers also while you do in your exams. Okay. Shall we go in for the next? Here, my dear children, option 1 question is for you to do it on your own. There the positive score, total score will be a positive number. Okay. You can try and you will do. Okay. That should also be done in your classwork note. Now the next question for you is here. An elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meters above the ground level, how long will it take to reach -350 meters? Mine shaft in the sense there are mines to dig out minerals from under the earth. Hope you all know that. There is an elevator in that mine, underground mine. Okay. In that mine, that elevator moves up and down whenever it is necessary, and the speed of it is 6 meters per minute. For each and every minute, how much distance will it cover? 6 meters. Okay. If the descent means coming down, starts from, where is the initial position of the elevator now? Very good. 10 meters above the ground level. From the ground level, it is 10 meters above. There, the elevator is starting. It is starting position. Okay. How long will it take to reach minus 350 meters? Minus 350 indicates it is below the ground level. Okay, my dear children. Hope you understood the question. It has to start from plus 10 and it should reach minus 350. And the speed of that elevator is 6 meters per minute. So, how long time will it take? I have to find time now. Okay, shall we get into the solution? Here the solution comes. Total distance from 10 to minus 350. Starting point and ending point. I should subtract starting and ending. Always subtraction is from bigger number to the smaller number. Plus 10 is bigger number. Minus 350 is smaller number. So, it comes after minus. See here, plus 10 in the first, minus of minus 350. So, we get 10 plus 350. Okay, my dear children. So, how much distance should it travel now? 360 meters. How much distance should it travel? 360 meters it should travel. Per minute, how much distance will it cover? What is there in the question? Very good. They have given 6 meters per minute. Okay. So, the time taken by the elevator is 360 divided by 6. So, 60 minutes. How much minutes does it take? 60 minutes. It takes 60 minutes to reach the point minus 350. 60 minutes is converted to 1 hour. Hope this is clear, my dear children. In today's session, you have learned how integers are used in our day-to-day life. Here we made use of all the 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Hope, my dear children, you are thorough with this chapter. Take down all the problems that is there in the slide, and no need to take down the questions that were in the quiz part. Okay, do only these 3 problems in your classwork note. Maintain your classwork note neat and clear. Okay, my dear children, with this, let us